just got engaged! Congratulations! Oh my God, you have to start planning. But what are you gonna start planning first? There are literally so many elements, I don't even know where to begin! Actually, I do, because I'm a wedding planner, so I think I should probably know where to begin. Hi, I'm Emily DeClue. I am the founder of Joy Factor Weddings and Events, and I make videos for DIY couples who are planning their weddings to make the whole process way more joyful. I work in Toronto. I work with DIY couples who are in the Toronto area and Hamilton, Niagara, and I'm super excited for you because you just got engaged, or you recently got engaged and you're like, okay, it's actually time to start planning because 2026 is coming up hot and fast. Like within a month, you guys. 2025 just blew by. So it's time to get planning. And I know it's totally overwhelming, but you can't exactly just like willy-nilly pick things to start planning, because if you just decided, I'm gonna have this cake, how much cake do you need though? How many guests are coming? Or what kind of car do you want to take from the ceremony to the reception? But are you going to have two different venues for the ceremony and the reception? Or your color scheme? But who needs to know about the color scheme specifically? So I've got 5 things for you to start with to make the whole planning process like a zillion times easier, because the sooner you have these things locked down, the easier it's all going to be. Believe me. So where do you actually begin planning your wedding? I always say start with a vision. How do you see the whole day planning out? Does it feel easy, relaxed, cool and calm and collected? Or is it like high energy, ready to go? Lots of different things are happening. Everybody's having a great time. Everybody's doing lots of different things the whole way through. Or is it kind of like a combination of the both? Like maybe everyone's like, yeah, I've got some room to chill over here and I've got some room to hang out and play over here with the fun photo booth, whatever it is. Think about it sort of in these broad strokes first. And then we get to the details. The details are what makes it so good. I'm nerding out over planning. It's just what I do. Okay. I am gonna say, and some people might not agree with me, but I'm gonna say I would begin with your budget. And some people might not agree with me because their parents are waiting for you to come up with like an idea of how much you need for the wedding before they offer a certain amount. And that can start to make things feel a little bit prickly and uncomfortable. So that's why I'm saying figure out a budget. Is it $10,000? Is it $100,000? This way you can be realistic about the types of decisions you're going to be making moving forwards. If you have a $10,000 budget, you may not be spending $2,000 on a dress, for example. And this is also going to impact your decisions on how many people are going to be coming and different floral arrangements and the types, all of these different things. I would always say just start with your budget. And if your parents are like, oh, well, blah, ask them for a specific direct amount. The worst they're going to say is, no, I can't do that. But then at least you'll know. And you won't have to wonder like, okay, well, I know my dad said that he would pay for all of the catering, but can he actually pay for the type of catering that I want? Because I want delicious Kobe beef flown in from Japan the day of the wedding. I'm a vegetarian, I don't know much about beef, but that's why a budget's important, because we can answer so many questions with your wedding budget. The next thing is your guest count. So you have to start making a list of all of the like pie in the sky, how many people you want to invite. Like it would be so great if you could invite your twice removed ex-cousin's fiance in-law, whatever, like whoever these people are that you've encountered in your life that you're like, yeah, I really want this person here. And then you can kind of whittle it down based on both of you as a couple. Like, is there even representation? If that's something that's important to you. Again, knowing your budget will help you be able to figure out if you can accommodate that number of guests. And maybe you have like a list of the guests you're going to invite and then a secondary list of the people you'll invite if you get no's for RSVPs. The earlier you put your RSVP date, the earlier you can send out those secondary invitations and make sure that you're getting as many people as possible that you want to have on your special day there. But an estimate of how many people that you're gonna have at your wedding is really important for the next point, which is your venue. Because venues have capacities and ceremony venues have capacities that are different from reception venues. So maybe specific people will come to your ceremony and specific people will come to your reception. Maybe they're on separate days entirely. Maybe you have multiple receptions for different families, but the venue is also going to determine the date of your wedding so that you can create the invitations, create the wedding website and send everything out and tell your vendors. All of your vendors need to know all this information too. Without these key elements, it's gonna be very difficult to make any sort of plans or book any types of vendors. Like maybe you're efficient, but like, no, you need to know when and where it's gonna be happening. Otherwise your efficient's gonna be like, cool, I'll just hang out and wait until you're ready in the shadows. That would be creepy. You don't want a creepy efficient creeping on you while you're sleeping because you didn't plan the date of your wedding and your venue. And number 5, know which people are doing what. This is part of the whole rally the troops point that I made in my last video. Just know who's gonna be in your bridal party, know if your parents are responsible for certain things, ask your brother to be your witness, like those different things for the key sort of roles for the wedding. And then everything can kind of fall into place from there. And you'll go through your timeline, which I have a link to. You can get that for free if you sign up for my email list. You can go through your timeline and you can assign different people to all of those different responsibilities, if that's as granular as you want to go with it. So I'm going to recap again for you. Budget, guest count, venue, date, and which people are doing what. So you could start there and just let the whole wedding planning process flow. Easily, joyfully, or aggressively. Whatever your style is. I don't actually know what your style is. I think your style is the best style, because everybody's style is unique and wonderful and perfect. Anyway, now that I'm rambling, if you found any of this helpful, I'd be so grateful if you left a comment on YouTube or review wherever you get your podcasts, or email me. Send me an email at emily@joyfactorweddings.com, and I would love to hear from you. Like, what other types of topics could I be covering to help you have a more joyful wedding planning process? I would be so thrilled if I could help you with that in any way, shape, or form. I'll be back soon with more wedding planning videos. We're getting into 2026. So you better believe we're getting into the nitty-gritty details of planning in the next couple of months, because I know your wedding is coming up very quickly. If you have any questions, if you need a day of coordinator here in Toronto, again, Emily@joyfactorweddings.com. I would love to hear all about your wedding plans and see if we're a really good fit to work together. Until next time, keep it joyful.